Okay, so mainly the left hand one we're looking at is your before swing.
Okay.
A lot of good things again. Setup wise, looking good. Grip wise, all that kind of stuff is looking good. The issue we have there in terms of as your club goes back here now, I'll just draw those lines on there. As you go back, leg collapsing a lot very early, which means your head's going to go down in the backswing.
Yep.
Okay. And then from here now, it keeps moving across and across and across and across. I mean, your knees almost come together. There's very minimal gap there between your right and your left leg. Massive amount of shoulder turn. Quite a bit of sort of spine angle kind of leaning towards target. Club now, as a result of that, is going to go sort of 90 degrees to that, which as you can see, a long way down there. Okay.
Yes.
So because of that overswing, you've got, I say, less than a third of a second to get back to that golfer with any kind of control. When it's good, it's great. When it's not quite so good, and again, you'll see it's under pressure, par on the last for an 100 score, whatever it may be, or anything that kind of comes into it. You lose a bit of control, or the stability's not there. When it becomes more difficult because of pressure, because of the lie, because of whatever it may be, the outcome is not as good. So your rehearsed movement are going to be more like that, yeah? So that's as far back as you can go there. Now, you do lose a little bit of height there on that last one there, okay? Good spine angle, we said. Head staying nice and still.
Still trying to get it.
He still wants to go a little bit, yeah. But that's what we're trying to get that shoulder now. So the left hip now is still not that far from where it started. If anything, it sort of stayed in the same spot. Now from there, we wouldn't have to move a long way in this direction to get to that lead side, to get the good strike and get the contact that we're looking for, okay?
Yes.
The important thing is with any shot you're doing or when you're making a swing change is do the swing change, rehearse it over and over again, do lots and lots of these moves, okay, to get the feeling. And then 3 or 4 swings. So you look at the gap between your legs there, it's almost double, if not triple the space, the gap you've got on this side here.
Yeah.
Probably more than that, to be fair, yeah? And the stability's better. Having done the practice swings there, then when you step to this one here now and try at the golf ball, we would expect to see something in between. So not go back to where you were, but you're not likely to go to where it was. So the gap between the legs on this one here now, okay, is smaller.
Yes.
So it is greater, but it's smaller than the practice was. I mean, the practicing you're probably somewhere about there. Yeah. So it does go a little bit more, which is to be expected. The club then does go a little bit more, which is to be expected. But that's going to be, if you can get that movement 10, 15, 20 times a day, more, whatever it may be, repeating it over and over again, just to the point where that becomes normal, okay? So you're pushing, that's where you want your spine to be there, so you're leaning over that way more. Like I say, we put the fingers on your top of your chest and down by your pelvis and just move, so your pelvis is going to move
so that's
this
how you
way.
Want it to be in that
that's why I want to sort of see you more to your head staying still. If I just get some lines, I'll show you a little video in a second actually what we're trying to see. So your head is going to stay in there and your pelvis is going to move in that direction towards target, yeah? Okay. Which creates a bit more of a spine angle. You're already starting a slight spine angle anyway as I go back, yeah? I'm moving that hip and rotating this way, yeah? So go back to the start position there now, okay? Then I start again, tip that there more, there we go, now go. Does that feel different?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's way harder to...
And you can't overswing.
Okay,
so we basically, exactly, yes. So you create the overswing a lot with your setup and how your lower half moves. Okay. To say to someone who swings the club this far, oh, just don't swing so far, you're like, well, I ain't gonna work. Because you just swing your arms less and you'll be there and you think this feels horrendous. You come out to golf all at a time.
It feels like a half swing.
Well, exactly, exactly. Technically, it almost is a half swing, but we've got to try and reduce what that fullness of swing is, okay? So getting that shoulder tilt a little bit more, as we said, get that rotation, and then we can get back to golf with a little bit more control and balance. Swing wise looking good. With the drive it'll be the same movement, just a slight tweak with the setup, just to sort of showcase that on the video. Obviously ball position is going to be a little bit further forward with the driver. Your hands are going to be in the sort of same spot, maybe a smidgen further forward, and the tilt with your shoulders will be probably a little bit more. So there's kind of your iron, there's your drive.
Okay,
we'll look at that in more detail. Okay, mate?
Good stuff. Right.